Good evening. I want to welcome you to this week's midweek ministry update. Really, that's what we're calling our announcements. Sometimes it's more than an announcement because we want our congregation to know what's going on, and we know that you want to stay informed, but there are a couple of things that we want to make you aware of that are different from the way they've been in previous weeks. So we're really glad that you are here with us this evening. And so I just want to say welcome to each of you on this Wednesday evening in this hot month of July. The big thing that I want to just mention to you is that through the month of June, we met in two separate locations on our Forest Lake campus. The young adults and their families were in the fellowship hall with a live feed going to that site. And then the senior adults and middle adults were in the worship center, or the sanctuary, as some call it, and were there where the worship team and the preachers were preaching. And so, of course, there were those watching from home online. And so we know that those three different groups were participating in June the way that we have in all through that month, and with the two groups, online and on campus, being the two dominant groups. And so what we did on the first Sunday in July was we brought everyone back into the worship center. As we looked at the numbers, and as we considered the science, and as we looked at the guidelines that we had, we concluded that we could safely bring everyone back in that particular setting. And so we have. And so what will happen when you come in on Sunday morning is that the middle and senior adults will be seated in the sections of pews adjacent to the windows. The young adults and their families will be seated in the center or middle section of pews. And of course, we'll give exit instructions at the end of the worship service as we're exiting. We want to maintain social distancing, and there are some things we're not doing still. We're not passing an offering plate. The offering plates are still found at the doors as you're on your way in or on your way out. The children's packets for those, the young adult parents who bring their children with them, are on the counter in the Welcome Center, and they're being encouraged to park in the back parking lot of the church and come in through the middle entrance with the metal awning. Now, about the children's ministry. For nursery through preschool, our hope, our goal is to reopen childcare during the worship hour this coming Sunday, that is July 12. And so the volunteers that are available will drive that. If we have adequate volunteers, we will be able to reopen the childcare during that period. Now, the older children, of course, will be with their parents in the worship center. But the younger ones, nursery up through the pre-K group, will be in the children's department. And so if you can volunteer for that, please call or see Tracy Thorpe. Her contact information is in your FLBC news that goes out each week. And so all of that is contingent on having enough volunteers. The service survey has been made available by email and by text, and is online at our website. And so I had someone ask me, and they were not asking this question in a critical vein. They were completely serious. They said, so many things are uncertain. I don't know whether to fill the service survey in about what I might want to do next year or not. And my response was, well, you know what? We do live in a strange day. It's a difficult and challenging day in many ways. It's a way in which the Lord is showing Himself strong, as He always does. But fill it in and send it in, because we're going to pray for the best possible outcome, and we're going to pray for God to bless with us resuming ministry on campus in a staged reopening that we've talked about before. And so that opportunity will come at some point in the future. It may not be soon, but it will come. And so let me encourage you to go ahead and complete the service survey. There's room for comments if there are comments that you need to leave for us, but we would like to have those. And in particular, pay attention to the children's area needs as we look at reopening children's worship. Our connection card is online, and our members and guests and friends can use the connection card to relay prayer requests and other needs to us. And so when you browse to our website at www.flbc.us and click the word that says connect, the connection card will open and you can complete that and send your prayer request or other information to our church office. Thank you again so much for being with us online each week and for being with us on Sundays present in the worship center. We look forward to our Bible study in just a few minutes, and we look forward to seeing you again on Sunday morning. God bless you.